Hey everybody, welcome to part two of the article on best locations and time of the year to have an event in the Lehigh Valley. This article is not only for event organizers, but in case you are living or visiting the area, give you an idea of places and best times of the year to just go out and explore the area. You'd be surprised what you'd find going on. Part one covered the best places, especially Allentown, Bethlehem, and Easton. Part two, I'm going to focus on the best time of the year. This is an absolute contradiction because it's also the second worst time of the year to have an event. Best time of the year, I would say from May to October, depending on how long winter decides to stick around or how early the colder temperatures won't decide to hit. Reason why, especially in the summer, it is the absolute second worst time of the year to have an event. Worst time of the year, obviously Christmas season. Everything to do with the holidays, Christmas parties, and also a ton of benefits because it's a season of giving. But in the summer, fairs, festivals, carnivals, street fairs, outdoor live music, you name it, it's going on it's happening between the cities and the towns in the Lehigh Valley. It is not, I found out from experience, it is, especially on Saturdays, it is almost not humanly possible to hit everything going on in the area in one day. I don't care how fast you drive, not possible. So, the amount of events going and things happening in this area makes it the second worst time of the year. Here is, and far outweighs the worst, is the reason why it's the best. And I'm speaking from, I keep kicking around the idea, maybe later this year the magazine might do something, I keep kicking around and toying around with that idea. I haven't decided yet. But, granted, you're competing, you're trying to draw a crowd and attention from everything else going on in the area. It's also one of the two tourist seasons in the Lehigh Valley. You have people coming in from people live here, boom, they go to the shore, they go other places. People from other places do the same thing, only they might be coming into the Lehigh Valley. Especially for Levitt Pavilion, shows a lot of Pavilion. Everything going on in the city, especially Bethlehem and Easton right now. Family picnics, family reunions, etc., etc., etc. So, here's the thing. You not only, in the summer, you not only draw the people that know about the event, you can also draw the people that don't know about the event. Okay? Granted, you might, for local businesses, hey, why would if I'm going, if I'm going to be at this event, as a vendor, what would I care about? It's going to be a one-shot deal. Social media, word of mouth, still the best way to advertise. And yes, I'm shooting myself in the foot because of the magazine that is supported by advertising. But the summer, you can do with the amount of people and the amount of tourism the Lehigh Valley draws in the summer, you can get so many people. You can draw people, even if they're only stopping by for 20 to 30 minutes, you can draw so many people to this area. And remember, people that do not live in the Lehigh Valley, or in any area for that matter, you know what? If they love what you do, if they love the event that you just put on, if you're a vendor there, if you're a restaurant at that location, you know what? They might be coming back for the other tourist season, Christmas. They might be, while they're there, you know what? Let's put this on our calendar for next year. You never know. But yeah, honestly, it's the worst time because you are one of the gods know how many events and things happening in the area. But if you market it correctly, if you get the word out, if you really get the word out, not only to people in the Lehigh Valley or any area that you live in, but if you get the word out on a national and a global scale, and you do a great job on it, even if You don't. You know? Hey, like I said in part one, Bethlehem, Main Street, amount of foot traffic that place, the amount of people walking around. You know what? Wow, you know, hey, this is, oh yeah, we're visiting the area. You know, hey, we're just bumming around, walking around, you know, enjoying the beautiful, this is going on. And trust me, when I started this whole thing is a blog, and just, you know, okay, I was on Main Street, you know, there are times last year where I try to know a lot of what goes on in the area. There are times it's like I was over on Main Street, I was like, huh, something's going on? You know, Main Street's blocked off today? So, the amount of, I live in the area, I cover, you know, the magazine covers the area. It's my job to know as much of what's going on as possible and try to cover it. And I find it amazing. There's so much that I find that I never even knew about. So yeah, for event organizers, honestly, your best bet is warmer weather. Christmas, yeah, but in addition to everything going on, you're also battling the cold weather and everything's moved indoors. So, but hopefully you enjoyed both parts of the article. Honestly, feel free to disagree with me. You know, on both aspects. But from my experience and like I said, the fact that I keep toying around with the idea of doing an event in the area, those would be the places and the time of year that I would do it. That I would honestly pull it off. So, no matter where you live in the world, hopefully you enjoyed the article. Check out Megan, Danny, and Carrie and everything they're doing in their parts of the magazine. Hopefully you enjoyed the entire magazine. And by the way, want to give some live video feedback? Shoot me an email. Shoot me an email with a short video. Magazine, above everything else, is for you and about you, and tries to really wants to get you involved. Be safe as always. Hopefully I'll see some of you later in 2014. Take care, be safe, and again, thanks.